Hi, I'm Dr. Patrice Berry, and I need to tell you a story. I woke up this morning with the song Precious Lord on my mind. It just actually just that first line, Precious Lord, Precious Lord. And I thought about what it must have taken for Thomas Dorsey to come to that. Thomas Dorsey had been a blues man and became a gospel musician. And he's one of the most amazing writers of gospel music, one of the fathers of gospel music. Anyway, he had just lost his wife and child. They died when she was giving birth to her son, and then the son died shortly afterwards. And he was so distraught. He was away at a revival, and he got the news, a telegram, and came back home. He was so distraught. He said he would never play music again. He was never going to have anything to do with it. And some friends put him in a practice space, and he was there, the story goes, for 6 days or so, and he came out with the song Precious Lord. And I wondered, first I was wondering, oh, how wonderful to say precious Lord. It's not a term we typically use to talk about God or Jesus. You don't say precious unless you're talking about the baby. And when one is distraught, we usually rally out with lamentations and cries and screaming and you. Um, but in his despair, he called God precious. It made me wonder about my own despair, and do I have words so sweet in my prayers when I am in despair? And then I began to wonder about folks when you make the wrong choice. You choose to have somebody in your life, or you choose to do a thing, or you choose an occupation, or you choose a career, and it doesn't turn out to be what you want it to be. And rather than pick ourselves up and say, Precious Lord, take me on, we rally out and we have names for, and we get angry at the people who made the right choices, who made better choices. We get angry at them and we say, well, you're the reason I made the bad choice. Instead of saying, let me look to those who did the right thing and see what they're doing and try to work with them. It is a difficult thing. It is a difficult thing. But one thing I know that we are lacking in the West is a sense of mature gratitude that says, even when I'm in despair, even when I'm hurting, even when I'm down, it doesn't change the God that I love. It doesn't change the people I love. It doesn't change. It should change you. And so I hope I'm making some sense to somebody. I don't know why this was on my heart. I didn't want to tell this story. I didn't want to share this. I wanted to talk about anything but Thomas Dorsey and the despair, the song that came from that despair. But that song was so powerful that whenever, years later, whenever Dr. Martin Luther King was in despair, he'd call Mahalia Jackson in the middle of the night and say, sing it to me, Mahalia. And she burst out with that voice of hers, Precious Lord, take my hand. Yeah, there's a way, and we are going to get there. But we get there together, and we get there with the recognition that just because I made the wrong choice doesn't mean I can't move on and do the right thing. I love you.